Ho, 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 and happy holidays. This is Scott Spears now, and we are officially in the holiday season. This episode is airing on what is Black Friday, and we have got so many events planned for the holiday season here at this station. You cannot believe it. Everything from Christmas in Caledonia, to Christmas in Marion, to the fruitcake toss, to the Christmas party here at the station. It is going to be a holiday filled with happiness, mirth, and all kinds of elves, as you can see to my right. Now, during the past 6 months, you've known my guest and my co-host, compatriot here at the station, as Matt Morgan. But during the holiday season, as you can see with the ho-ho-ho and the Santa Claus sports coat, what we now have is Claxton, the WGH elf. Now, we do have two elves. The other elf is not here tonight. Of course, that is Carrington. She is Fruity C. Now, she will be at some of these events that we're going to talk about tonight, but we're going to give you an update on the whole holiday season here at WGH Talk and talk about it over the next hour. As you can see, the WGH Christmas tree is up. We are in the full-blown mood for the holiday season. We've even got a Claxton fruitcake out. Can you imagine? Well, Claxton, here we are in the holiday season. How do you feel in full elf regalia?
Not my usual thing. Christmas isn't my favorite holiday by any means.
What is now?
I guess, it's okay.
Now, what is your favorite holiday?
Probably Thanksgiving.
Oh, Thanksgiving. Well, we just had Thanksgiving. How was that?
Pretty good.
Did you eat a lot?
Always.
How did the rabbit hunt go?
Pretty good.
Now, I want you to run down... Well, first, let's get to how we came up with the official mascots here of WGH Talk, being the elves. Explain where the names come from, you and Carrington, and what get-ups you both will have on. Explain yours, and then explain what hers will be like when we see her for the first time this Friday, November 25th in downtown Marion.
So the names came about because the elves are the mascots of the fruitcake toss, so we just decided we were going to name ourselves after the Claxton fruitcake here.
So you are named after the Claxton fruitcake.
Yeah. What
a thing to be named after.
I guess so.
A horrible, horrible bit of food. I don't believe they're edible, as I've always said. But we do throw them on December the 14th at 7 p.m. We'll get to that in a second. So that's how your name came about. And Fruity C is...
just like fruitcake.
Fruitcake. It's kind of the rapper's name for fruitcake, I think.
Yeah, I think it's
pretty much what that is.
Yeah.
Now tell people how Carrington will be dressed. Very similar to this, but a little different.
Yeah, so Carrington will also have a hat on, but hers will not be like this one.
Not pointy.
Not pointy. She will have a Christmas sweater on, and I have this, and I got this hat.
I believe it's green and has Santa Claus on it.
It's Christmas. It's Christmas,
Well, let's start with the first event that we booked, and then we'll move out to the other two, even though one's closer than the one we're first going to talk about. Tell about the first event and how it was booked and what's going to be going on.
So, the first event is...
This is in your current city, your current village, I guess is what we'd call it. Not really a city, a village.
So, we were doing a Facebook Live one night, and I think the mayor of Caledonia...
I think the chairperson of the event.
The chairperson of the event had been on there, and she had mentioned the tree lighting ceremony. Well, I guess mentioned us being at the tree lighting ceremony, and then I guess by the next day it was official.
So what's going to happen in Caledonia, and give them the date and the time?
So December 9th at 7 p.m. In Caledonia, the village square. There will be Santa Claus will be there. I do believe the Grinch will be there.
Mrs. Claus.
Mrs. Claus will be there. I will be there. Carrington will be there as Fruity C. Scott will be reading "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." Me and Carrington will be singing.
Now, this is where we get sticky every time. What songs will you be singing?
Jingle Bells, We Wish You a Merry Christmas, and...
See, this is bad when you don't know the title, and we're days away from the big celebration.
Well...
Most wonderful time of the year.
Yeah, that one. The most wonderful
That's the first
time
one.
of the year.
See, what are you going to do when we open up and that's the first song to sing?
I'm going to cheat. I'm going to have my earbuds in.
Yeah, but so you're going to have your cell phone out?
I'll have my earbuds in.
I don't know if that'll work.
Just start the music and sing along.
We'll see how it'll work out. I mean, you guys did it okay when we did it on the Friday night program.
Yeah, but you had a script.
I don't think we had that song scripted. I don't think that's in the pile.
Well, then I did have that one on my phone.
Yeah. And it turned out okay. So that's the songs. Most wonderful time of the year. We wish you a Merry Christmas and Jingle Bells. So we will be lighting the tree over in Caledonia. That's 6:15 on December 19th in the Village Square. And I believe for the first time they're going to have the big tree outside as opposed to inside. I did this 2 years ago with Golden Voice Ted Williams, so it's a little different this year.
I think it makes sense for it to be outside, being a Christmas thing.
And to bring the elves in. I think that brings a whole nother caveat to the whole thing.
Yeah, I suppose so.
So it's going to be exciting, and that's December the 9th at 6:15 p.m. in the Village Square in Caledonia. And there's a whole lot of other things going on that day over there. I believe rides on the back. Is it tractor rides? Or I don't want to missay what it is.
Like a hay ride?
Something like that. And I believe a school's going to be over there performing Christmas songs. And Santa Claus will be there. And I know a lot of the local businesses will be open. So definitely show up at Christmas in the Village, 6:15 p.m. in Caledonia on December the 9th. And our part of this, lighting the Christmas tree, will starts at 6:15. Now, the fruitcake toss. Man, this is piling up. Now, this will be the 4th annual fruitcake toss. The fruitcake toss started 4 years, basically because of my dislike of the Claxton fruitcake. Now, so far this year, we have got, I think, 28 people in the fruitcake toss. We've got Ted Jolliffe, Adam Lepp, Dr. Davis, County Commissioner, Kerr Murray, County Commissioner, Andy Appenfeller, County Commissioner, Sarah, Chip, Mr. Neal, Carrington, Matt, myself, Judy Summers, Glenn Coble, Lee, Glenn Jerome, Tyler Wilson, Bill Collins, Mayor-elect, Mary Ellen Withrow, 40th Treasurer of the United States, former Mayor Jack Kellogg, Fruitcake Lily, who's 10 years old, Pastor Craig, Golden Voice Ted Williams, Sheila Evans, Linda Sims, Linda's husband Ed, who was last year's fruitcake champion at 61 feet, Caleb Rice, your brother, Bob Welsh, and Mrs. Welsh at this point. Now, the winner will receive a plaque provided by Bob Welsh. Also, you will get a family 4-pack of tickets to the Columbus Zoo Lights, so you will still have 11 days to get down to the zoo on us to go down to the Columbus Zoo Lights. And your mother will be providing Buckeyes that night, which we are calling chestnuts for the people. And Fruity C and Claxton will be there performing your 3 Christmas hits at the fruitcake toss. So there's going to be a lot going on that night. And Mayor Jack Kellogg will be receiving his plaque as he goes into the Upper Crust Society. That's going to be a big night.
I think so. I think the fruitcake toss, I don't know how the fruitcake toss could not be a big night.
Now tell people, I want to see if you have the rules right of the fruitcake toss, because some people are confused on the rules.
So, to my understanding, I don't know if we've determined a line yet, but you walk up to this line.
There'll be a line.
And you get one underhand toss.
That's it.
And then as far as it goes, where it stops, that's your score.
And you toss a real Claxton fruitcake.
A brick of fruitcake. Yep.
A brick of fruit, and distance is the winner. Now, the current record in all 4 years, 72 feet by Donovan Bauer in 2021. So that's the record to beat. Last year, Ed, Linda's husband, won with 61 feet. And our original fruitcake champion was a man named Ralph Thacker. Now, I don't remember what his throw was, but it wasn't 72 feet.
72 feet seems like a long way to throw a pound brick of fruitcake,
It's a big night, and it's very competitive. As you look at this list, who do you see being the strong competitors?
Probably Ed, because, he won last year.
He won last year, 61 feet.
You always gotta consider him a strong competitor. I'm rooting for Lily personally.
Fruitcake Lily, she's been in it, this will be her 3rd year. She started when she was 8, she's now 10. Mary Ellen, first time Mary Ellen's been in it. She's been nominated every year. She had a death in her family 2 years ago, the night before, and then last year she had a broken leg, so she couldn't participate. But this year, she'll be there.
It seems to me like she's got some bad luck with the fruitcake toss.
I hope nothing happens this year. It's been kind of a bad run with the fruitcake toss with her, but she's willing to come. Now, you've also got to say that Well, I don't know how the county commissioners will do. See, I think Carrington could be the first female who ever does well in this event because she's lanky.
Think it's all about the tall, lanky?
Yeah, because I don't think it's power. Because people who have a lot of strength seem to throw it high. And high is not distance. And the winner of this is basically determined by distance.
I don't know how strength equates to high.
Because they think they're going to throw it long, but really it just arcs and doesn't go. Really the key, if you go back to the Donovan Bauer throw of 21, is what he did, because he was not a big guy, probably an 18, 19-year-old kid at the time, if that old, and very small, probably 120 pounds soaking wet. He was able to throw it in such a straight line that it didn't arc, so it went 72 feet.
So you just gotta bullet it.
Now, interesting enough, you've talked to Donovan Bauer.
I have, yeah.
Well, tell us what he's doing these days. Our fruitcake record holder.
So I'm not 100% sure where he works, but he said he works in Delaware now. I asked him if I nominated him for this year's fruitcake toss, if he would be willing to come, but he said that he has to work either that day or the day after, so it'd be too late for him. So, but I asked him if, then I told him that maybe he can make it next year. But when I had told him that he still held the record at 72 feet, he said that he thought he didn't even throw it as far as he could have that day, and he thinks he could definitely throw it farther now.
So there seems to be a little ego with Donovan.
It seems to be.
And he's a scrawny little kid. So I don't even really understand why he thinks he's powerhouse.
I mean, he's got the record, so
he does have the record.
He's got the whole strategy.
But that he's going to outthrow the 72 feet, I just don't understand what he's got that other people don't have. Because last year's winner was 61 foot, and most people don't get to 60.
I guess he just had the he just has the right tactic, the right strategy.
You know what I'm waiting for, because if you've never been to this event, I stand at one end where people are throwing the fruitcake, and Terry Tackett stands at the other end where he measures, because we mark it off in 5-foot increments how far the fruitcake is going, so we can get a reading right away. And I'm waiting for one year somebody to throw it and him not to be paying attention and get beamed right in the head with the fruitcake and him go down.
Knock him unconscious.
If that happens, it will be a happy Christmas. It will be a Merry Christmas. But it's an interesting event. It's become very, very popular. I'm sure we'll have well over at least 30 people. We're near 20. We're near 30 right now. By the time this all comes to fruition on December the 14th. And again, that's 7 p.m. at 685 Delaware Avenue. What an event it's going to be. And you can nominate somebody still by calling Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. during the morning show and nominating your favorite person. 740-383-9944. If we're not here, leave it on the answering machine. Tell us who you want to nominate, and we'll get them on the list. Now, also that night, Mayor Jack Kellogg will be getting his Upper Crust Society plaque. Now, you were here when you never met Mayor Kellogg.
I had not.
You recently met him. What'd you make of our longest-serving mayor in Marion history? 16 years.
I can see why people liked him. I mean, I guess I wasn't around during the time period, but the way he said that he ran his office was, it seemed nice. He said that in order to be mayor or just be in politics in general, you have to learn to give a little. But nobody does that anymore, which is why there's indecision.
And he says he gave a lot.
He did.
And worked with the other side. We also learned that the City Council, during his entire 30-year run, 16 years as mayor, 14 years on City Council, only 2 years of that was the council Republican. So for everybody who thinks... See, this is what happens during the holidays, folks. Some people cut the trees down, and the trees fall. We'll fix that during the break. Don't mind that, Matt. It about took out. You know, I saw it start to go, and I thought, gosh, I hope that doesn't come in your direction.
I don't know how it fell. It was leaning against the wall last time.
You know, that was up during the Mary Ellen episode. We didn't have this kind of trouble, but no worries. We'll get it fixed. Wow, that was an interesting moment for television. If you were watching that, you watched Timber, is what somebody should have yelled. Timber.
It seemed that way, yeah.
It made some jingle bell noises as it came down, so that was kind of nice.
That was good.
So, Mayor Jack will be getting his Upper Crust Society plaque on this night as well. And also, we should mention that the other Upper Crust Society member this year is Marianne Michaels. And Marianne will not be able to attend the event. She's retired from broadcasting in 2017, and she doesn't do public appearances anymore. But Marianne will be put in to the fruitcake toss. As a matter of fact, next hour, we're going to show you her plaque on the air, because that has been delivered. So we're going to show that to you, the listening, or the viewing audience, I guess I should say. Now, past members, I should mention, of the Upper Crust Society, you know, that kind of threw me for a loop there, that tree falling over like that. Past members of the, I was the first member, I was the inaugural member. Who else would you have? And we also have Mary Ellen Withrow, Buckeye Guy, George Cassotis, and now Mary Ann Michaels, and Mayor Jack Kellogg.
You got a pretty good lineup of people there.
Is that not an elite group? If that ain't the Marion Hall of Fame, I don't know what is.
Isn't there an actual Marion Hall of Fame?
Yeah, but it's nothing like that. See, and with this particular event, you have to sign the pizza crust. And it's an actual pizza crust. I don't think people understand that. You sign an actual pizza crust, and then Bob takes it back to Columbus, and he creates a plaque. Wait till you see Mary Ann's plaque. It's something else.
Nice.
It's very, very nice, and it's just something great to be a part of, and we're glad that Mayor Jack Kellogg and Mary Ann Michaels are going into it this year. You know, everybody in this group, different from the Marion Hall of Fame, is still alive.
Interesting.
Mary Ann, Mayor Jack, Buckeye Guy, Mary Ellen, George Cassotis, and myself.
Nice.
So we're all still here. We could have a get together of Upper Crust Society members sometime.
Secret society.
There's 6 of us now. 6 of us in this particular society. So that's coming up on November the 14th. Now, tell them about the big Marion event and the trajectory of this event, because it started out as possibly something small, and then it grew to now epic proportions.
So on the 25th of November, we will be in Marion at Founders Park at I believe 7.
They brought a tree in. It's a big 30 to 40 foot tree.
The bigger the tree, the better.
The bigger the better. We'll be in Founders Park, yes.
There's a truck parade at 6.
Lighted truck parade.
The Scott will be announcing.
Yes, I became the announcer of that parade just days ago. I'll be in the gazebo with a speaker announcing the Christmas truck parade. Now, Santa is the last event in that parade, but he's not in a truck, I understand.
He is in a sleigh.
He's in a sleigh, as Santa should be.
I agree.
Yeah, so that's happening, and then we got to run over to the tree, because the tree lighting ceremony is a little different than what we got going in Caledonia. Tell about the tree lighting ceremony in Founders Park just after 7 o'clock on November 25th.
So the tree lighting ceremony, there will be similar to Caledonia, but it will be featuring me, Scott, and Carrington. Me and Carrington will be singing. Scott will
Elves.
be... Yes,
Yes.
We'll be singing elves. Scott will be reading 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, as well as... well, I guess I already said the announcing the...
Truck parade. And there'll also be a member from downtown Marion there speaking during the ceremony. And just recently...
As of
Wednesday.
As of Wednesday.
Lighting.
Yeah, as of Wednesday, lighting the Christmas tree is going to be former Mayor Jack Kellogg.
Longest serving mayor in Marion history. Born in Marion, Ohio. 30 years of public service in Marion. Still here to this day. Who better to light the Marion Christmas tree?
I couldn't think of anybody.
Can you imagine him singing down there on Saturday night? That's going to be an event in and of itself.
I think so.
I wonder if he'll wear an elf hat.
I doubt it, but, you know, we can try.
We can try. We can try. It's going to be a magnificent event in downtown Marion. And I hear from past years they have all kinds of things going on in downtown Marion. The shops open up and people put stuff out on the streets, and it's a happening.
I think that most events like that probably are.
And I believe the Grinch will be there as well.
I think everybody wants to have their Christmas ruined by the Grinch.
Well, the Grinch has become a very popular, happy character in the holiday season. I don't know what's changed over the years, but it certainly has changed.
I think that maybe people haven't watched the movie. Or maybe they got too caught up on the end, not the fact that he tried to ruin Christmas.
What do you make of all the happiness that goes into the Grinch. I mean, so far this year, I have seen Grinch Hershey Kisses. I have seen Grinch Whoopee Cushions. Everything is the Grinch now. And boy, if you go into like a Hobby Lobby, they've got Grinch ornaments. They've got Grinch coffee mugs. They've got Grinch, what are the things you shake with the snow globes. They've got Grinch everything there. Dr. Seuss's estate is making $1 bazillion every Christmas holiday.
It might just be because the Grinch is kind of a goofy-looking character, and people like the fact that he's green, and Christmas, one of the colors of Christmas is green. So I think they just kind of like that, and I think they probably just stick to the end of the movie. I think they forget about him being evil. I think that they found the marketing scheme.
I don't know what it is about the Grinch, because years ago the Grinch was, I mean, it was on every year, but it certainly was not one of the top characters of the season. I mean, you had Frosty the Snowman, you had Santa Claus, of course, you had Rudolph was big. Now it's the Grinch.
I think when the live action came out, the live action version of the Grinch came out, the Grinch really took off.
See, I did not like the live-action version of the Grinch.
Me either. I prefer the animated version.
Well, yes, because I don't even understand the live-action. I don't understand those live-action Dr. Seuss movies.
Me either. I don't think that they're supposed to be live-action.
No, they're meant to be cartoons.
Yeah, I don't know why they felt the need to put them into live-action, but...
So why do we have to soup them up?
I feel they just think people would like that.
Well, it's very interesting, and that's the way it goes, so... The Grinch is big, and he'll be down, I believe, in downtown Marion as well. Now, I believe there is going to be an elf with Santa Claus in downtown Marion. I believe Mrs. Claus is busy on the 25th, is what I heard. So there'll be an elf with Santa Claus at the event on the 25th.
No Mrs. Claus.
No Mrs. Claus.
Unfortunate.
Well, in Marion.
In Marion.
But we got Mayor Kellogg instead.
Yeah, that
which I think is a better trade-off.
You think so?
Well, I do. Don't you like Mayor Kellogg?
I like Mayor Kellogg.
Who knows who else will be down there? You know, if I was Bill, I certainly would be down there. If I was Mayor Schertzer, I might make an appearance during the tree lighting in downtown Marion. I think it's something you would want to attend.
I mean, I think so. I think especially if you want to get some public appearance in, you know.
I would say so, with the holidays starting here, and also
with a supposed crowd of 3,000 people last year.
Well, yeah, 3,000 last year. I don't know how many people we're going to have this year.
Oh, we're probably hoping for like 4,500.
4,500?
Yep, you got to tack on 15.
Wow.
There.
Well, now it's interesting because the event in Caledonia, we were told, will draw 1,000 people. But we learned today that the population of Caledonia, if everybody came...
Less than 700 people.
Less than 700 people. So this is an event that apparently draws outsiders. They must have heard I was coming.
I guess so.
That upped the attendance.
I assume I guess he probably got that from Google, because, he was sitting here. But, I assume that's just counting the actual village itself, but there's a lot of places, like, around Caledonia.
And everybody will come out?
I'd say most of them probably will. I don't think there's much else to do in Caledonia.
Certainly not on December the 9th.
No, not on December the 9th.
Are there any shops in downtown Caledonia anymore? I know the Dugout Pizza's there, but are there any stores?
There used to be a corner store and like I guess like Village Square, but I do believe it's closed down now. I haven't gone over there, but when I was walking around downtown, because I used to walk to the park, but I don't think it was ever open. It's still labeled and everything, with
Is the store still full?
I don't mean there's still stuff in it, but I don't think there's anything.
Maybe they're just shut down for an extended period.
I mean, maybe, but I don't know.
Maybe it'll be a Christmas miracle and they'll open up that night.
Maybe. It'll be exciting.
So all these events are coming up. It's going to be spectacular here during the holiday season. Now, what is your favorite part about Christmas? You say not your favorite holiday, but what do you like best about it?
It's basically just Thanksgiving, and then you add gifts.
Right, but what do you like best about the season?
What do you mean?
Well, like there's a lot of difference between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Is there?
Well, look how you're dressed. You don't dress like that for Thanksgiving, do you?
I don't dress like this for Christmas usually.
Oh, you do now. You do now. From now until the end of time, until one of us drops, you'll be dressed like that every Christmas.
You know? Okay.
No, isn't it fun? You never dreamed last Christmas you would be Claxton, the WGH elf this Christmas, did you?
No.
With our friend Carrington Fruity C. Who would have thunk? Do you think by the time the fruitcake toss comes around, you'll have your numbers down? Your songs?
I mean, probably. I will have some. At that point, it will have been 2 times.
That'll be the third singing.
Yeah. So I mean, I
third singing in about 20 days. Man, the holidays are here. Now, when you were a little kid, what memories do you have of Christmas?
One year when I was really little, my grandpa John got me and my brother a gift, and it was like a big box. Okay, so we both like got it, and he wanted us to open it together, and when I asked him what it was, he told me it was a light.
A light?
Yeah, and I was like, a light in this box? I don't understand. I was like, a light? What kind of light goes in this box? But then when we had opened it, it was a Youth 410 shotgun.
Oh, so that's kind of like the Christmas Story movie.
Yeah, except I got an actual shotgun.
Got a shotgun, and you were how old?
I'm not sure. I was young though.
Give me like a ballpark.
Probably like 6 to 8. I was.
Oh, 8 years old with a shotgun.
It's not like
I think that's what you should break people in.
It's not like I was just going outside with my shotgun by myself. Like we didn't shoot it very often. Just like when they shot guns, they like. That's what I would use. Or like if like when we were hunting, like youth, like there's a youth shotgun season. When we went youth shotgun season, I had a gun.
This was not loaded, was it?
When I was hunting, it was loaded.
At 8 years old, you were out hunting?
I mean, yeah.
I don't think this is good.
I mean, it's not that hard to hunt, I don't think. I mean, like, once you get, like, don't point the guns at people. Make sure you know what you're shooting at beyond your target. Safeties don't always work, so don't, like, just because you have a safety on doesn't mean you should be walking around pulling the trigger.
But do you think an 8-year-old comprehends that?
I did, yeah.
Oh, nobody got shot that I know of. There's nobody in the ground, right?
No.
Okay. Now, do you remember going and seeing Santa when you were younger?
No. There's one time I remember going to see Santa, and I don't even remember where it was.
You're gonna see him a lot this year.
We didn't go to see Santa. It was just like, I think my parents were like shopping at some mall, and Santa was there, and he was giving out candy canes to people who went and sat on his lap, and I was like, I'll go sit on Santa's lap, talk to that man for a candy cane.
And what'd you tell him? I want a shotgun? I'm gonna hold you up. You better give me a candy cane or else.
He asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and I was like, I don't know, man. And then he was like, "What do you?"
That was your answer. I don't know, man.
I remember saying that I don't know, but then he was
I don't know, man.
He was like, and then he just started listing off. He was like, "Do you like this? Do you like this?"
You made Santa work?
Yeah.
God, he was trying to give you a candy cane for God's sake.
And then he was just like, trains. I was like, yeah, trains are alright, I guess. I'll take some trains.
Well, we're going to get the tree back up here during the break, and we're going to come back with Claxton and talk more about these holiday events and the holidays in general on this Christmas edition of Scott Spears Now. Be back in just a minute. Scott Spears back here on the Christmas edition of Scott Spears Now with Claxton, the WGH official elf mascot, otherwise known as Matt Morgan here at the station. The tree is back up. The timber, that happened before the break, we were able to set the tree back up and decorate it again. And it's now looking good and rather sturdy. I don't think it's going to go over now.
Yeah, let's hope not.
Now, this was given to us many years ago by George Cassotis, a decade ago, 10 Christmases ago, by the legendary restaurateur, member of the Upper Crust Society, George Cassotis. And I always ask people, what is this? And I think I already told you what this was.
Yeah.
But if you saw it, what would you say this was? Now, give me an honest guess as to what you think this was.
I would just say a Christmas hat.
A Christmas hat. But it's not. It's not. Now, clearly, it is a witch's hat at some point. But it's a Christmas tree. Look at it. It's right there's the Christmas tree with all the ornaments. There's the Christmas star. Here's the tree skirt, the brim, and then the presents are under the tree.
It just looks like you decorated a hat for Christmas.
No, it's a Christmas tree. Do you understand it's a Christmas tree?
Yeah, like I get it.
You don't see it?
Yeah, but it just looks like you decorated a hat for Christmas.
No, you wouldn't wear this. Try to wear this. Go ahead, try to put it on your head. Don't take the stuffing out. It's not going to look good. Now, see, that's not what you want to be dressed as for Christmas. See?
Leave it on.
Yeah, that's not good for Claxton. I don't think.
I think, if it's, I could wear it. See?
You think that? No, I don't think that's holiday material. But, by the way, if you stop by the WGH studio, you will see all our classic decorations, which were donated, most of these, by George Cassotis. These were if you went down to the old Kagan Vine in Cafe George, these were the things you used to see. Our wreaths came from George. Some of our bows came from George. So a lot of our stuff here. Oh, the Santa Claus came from George.
Nice.
Maybe we'll show that on a later episode once we get new batteries in it.
When are we going to get George in the studio?
Well, we'll get George back. This is his 91st Christmas. And he'll sing. You want somebody who will sing, that'd be George.
We gotta sing him 117.
I wonder if George will be back for the Christmas Saturday event.
The 25th?
Yeah. Wonder if he'll be in downtown Marion that day.
He might be.
I know he was going away for Thanksgiving, but I don't know if they'll be back for the holiday or not. Run down the list of events, not in great detail, but run down all of the big events coming up here during the holiday season.
On the 25th of November, there will be a Christmas tree lighting and, well, I guess a truck parade and Christmas tree lighting in Founders Park in downtown Marion. On the 9th of December in the village of Caledonia, there will be Christmas in the Village in the Village Center. And then on the 14th, there will be, on the 14th, that'll be the fruitcake toss.
You really didn't give much detail at all. But you gotta give a little detail into who's going to be there and what's going to be happening. And the times.
Is that not considered all the detail?
No. All the detail with what we're going to be doing. But just give who will be at these particular events and the times. Because people got to know what time to show up.
Okay. So, on the 25th, at 6 will be the truck
This is a blue ball. Blue ornament.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. It is the holidays.
On the 25th, at 6, there will be the truck parade, and then at 7, we will be going down to Founders Park to light the Christmas tree.
Now, who's we?
You. It'll be Carrington, me. It'll be... as of today, we will have former Mayor Jack Kellogg to light the tree. Santa Claus will be there on a sleigh.
Yes.
He'll be accompanied by an elf because apparently Mrs. Claus was busy.
On the 25th.
On the 25th.
Yes.
And I'm sure there's.
And we
more
thank the
that I'm
people in
forgetting.
downtown Marion for allowing us to do this event.
Oh, speaking of, there'll be a lady from downtown Marion who speaks.
So that's the 25th. Then we have a little hiatus until December the 9th.
And on December the 9th, they'll be in Christmas in the Village in the town's, I guess, village square of Caledonia. It'll be roughly the same thing, except Jack Kellogg will not be there. It'll be Scott. It'll be me, Carrington. Santa will be there again, along with Mrs. Claus this time. I feel like I'm forgetting something.
'Twas the night before Christmas, Christmas songs. Sean will be at all these events videotaping, by the way. So we do have records of these events.
So grateful for Sean.
Man, oh, that's good. Oh, that's nice.
Man's always working the cameras.
Well, somebody's got to.
Yeah,
somebody's got to do that.
Somebody's got to do it.
Well, see, that's good. You have a little twinkle in your eye for the holidays.
Yep, that's what it is.
Ho, ho, ho. That's all you need. So then we go from there to December 14th.
On December 14th, there'll be the Christmas toss. Christmas
toss.
The fruitcake toss.
Right there. The old Claxton.
There's all kinds of people coming there. Almost 30 as of now, if not over 30 by this point.
You can read the names if you like.
Sure.
People in the fruitcake toss.
So in the fruitcake toss, we have Ted, Adam, Dr. Davis,
Kerr Murray.
Andy
Appenfeller.
Applefeller, Sarah, Chip, Mr. Neal, Carrington, myself, Scott, Judy.
Summers.
Oh, you got some handwriting, my guy.
Yeah, right. You're writing quick.
Judy Summers, Mayor, I guess, former candidate for mayor Glenn Coble, Lee, Glenn Jerome, Tyler Wilson, Bill Collins, mayor-elect, Mary Ellen Withrow, former treasurer, Mayor Kellogg, former mayor, Fruitcake Lily, 10 years old. This is her 3rd year in it. We got Pastor Craig. We got Golden Voice, Ted Williams, Sheila Evans, Linda Sims, Ed, who was the champion from last year. He threw 61 feet.
Ed Pickett, I believe is his name.
Ed Pickett. And then we have Caleb Rice, my brother. And then we have Bob, who made the pizza from Wednesday, which was good. And then we have Mrs. Welsh, his wife.
So far.
Now
tell people how they can get in the fruitcake toss.
To get in the fruitcake toss, you can call in anytime that we are live, and I guess anytime.
Call in anytime. Leave it on the answering machine.
And
just tell us who you want to nominate.
And yep, just tell us who you want to nominate, and then at that point, it is up to you to make sure they know they are nominated.
Now tell them where it is and what time it is.
685 Delaware Avenue.
Yep.
Okay, so it'll be at 685 Delaware Avenue at 7 p.m. on the 14th.
Now, we will broadcast this that night at 9 p.m.
So
on WGH Talk.
That way it can be listened to for anybody who couldn't make it.
WWGH1071.com, or download the free TuneIn app and listen on any mobile device. Search WGH Talk, and we will have the videos on YouTube of all these events. Just search Scott Spears, WGH Talk, Christmas.
Just look up your name and then Christmas.
That's right, and you will see a gadzooka amount of events.
You know, I wouldn't doubt it.
Well, it's the holidays.
Got all the Christmas content.
Oh, it's Christmas galore here at the station. And I remember Christmases this is the 10th Christmas. That's a banner Christmas. 10 years of Christmases here at WGH. And we've had some Christmas moments. For some reason, things just happen at Christmas.
After a decade, I would assume something will happen.
And we've had some parties. My goodness, I can't invite any of the public to the parties, but we do have a Christmas party that happens every year. And I'm telling you, it's a rager. Everybody loves the party. We've had people come back from past who don't even work here anymore that come back to the parties. We have people who don't work here who come to the parties. Everybody's been to the Christmas party. Ted Williams has been to the Christmas party. Mary Ellen Withrow has been multiple times. Buckeye Guy has been to the Christmas party. I'm telling you, it's been an event.
This will be my first one.
Are you excited?
I am, yeah.
We sing.
I had to work the first one.
Yeah, we sing. We tell Christmas stories. We read 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. We read Yes, Virginia, There is a Santa Claus. Oh, it's a big night. And we have pizza. We always have pizza at Christmas.
Sad.
No, that's called tradition.
Pizza.
But the people will bring food. There's always Christmas cookies and fudge and all kinds of whoop-de-doo at the Christmas time.
Too much sweet stuff at Christmas.
What do you want? How about I just get you a paper plate and you can suck on it during the holidays? You don't want any pizza? You don't want any sweets? Good Lord. I'll have Bob Welsh bring you a pizza box. You can chew on that.
just give me the Thanksgiving foods. You know?
Now, did you tell people what else is going on Fruitcake Night? Because it's just not the fruitcake toss.
Jack Kellogg will also be receiving his
Upper Crust Society.
That's the one. The Upper Crust Society plaque. It'll be good. As of Wednesday, we got to watch him sign it. He was live. It was. I guess we were live on that day. It was good. It was good.
He's the 6th member. Do you want to run down everybody who's in the Upper Crust Society?
I don't know if I know everybody.
Let's see if you try. Let's see if you can do it.
We got you as the first one.
I was. Thank you very much.
We got. Is Charlie in there?
No.
Marianne
Just remember,
Michaels.
everybody's still alive. That's all you have to.
Right. Okay.
That's all you have to know.
Marianne Michaels.
That's the other inductee this year.
Jack Kellogg. And then there's...
You've mentioned these people already. George Cassotis.
George Cassotis is in there.
Mary Ellen Withrow.
Oh yeah, Mary Ellen's in it.
Buckeye Guy.
And then Buckeye Guy. I didn't know Buckeye Guy was in it.
He's in it. So those are the... we said we're going to show Mary Ellen's plaque. It's right behind you there on the blue table. Off the side here, we're going to get Mary Ellen's plaque and show it to you. Mary Ann, excuse me. Mary Ellen. No, it's not in the box. It's right there beside it on the other side. Oh, we should have done this during the break. This is Mary Ann's plaque. Now, Mary Ann will not... Nope, that's not it. It's right there under that. This is Mary... We've got Christmas stuff galore over there. It's a Christmas... here we go. Mary Ann Michaels plaque this year. Wow, look at this. And there's Mary Ann herself in all her glory. God bless her, Mary Ann Michaels. Now, she will not be able to attend. We'll take it out of the... so it's not glossy here. But there it is. There's Mary Ann signing the pizza crust, which is what the plaques look like. This little on-air, because she created Morning Magazine, which ran for many years on WMRN. And there's Mary Ann, back in the Exchange Club days. She was my original Exchange Club panelist, along with Charlie Evers. That's her doing the Exchange Club with me. But Mary Ann Michaels, I'm so glad, my pal, going in to the upper crust society where she belongs. And there's a big event, by the way, which I'm going to talk about next week, coming up on November 29th involving Mary Ann Michaels. You're not going to want to miss that. But this is what it looks like. This is the plaque you get. This is what Jack Kellogg will get, something similar to this on Fruitcake Night.
You know, I love it. It's really good.
Yeah, you didn't know Mary Ann.
I did not know.
Wonderful woman. She's still around, but she did retire. When Mary Ann was kind of like Johnny Carson. When Mary Ann retired, she retired.
She was just done.
She'd had enough. That's how I'm going to go out.
Just never come back.
Never come back. And,
just exist one day and then be gone the next.
well, I think when you go, you should go. Don't you?
I mean, I suppose. I mean, you could just never quit.
It's interesting because my Exchange Club, which Sean and I were watching some old episodes, which by the way are on YouTube. I didn't realize all the old episodes were on YouTube. Back in the old camera days, my original Exchange Club panel was Mary Ann, Charlie Evers, and myself. And gosh, those episodes are fun. And here I am still going now with Carrington and Matt. That show now has been on for close to 15 years, I think.
I mean, that's... got 5 more, and that's my lifetime there.
There you go. So it's really, we've had a lot of guest panel. I mean, Fritz the Night Owl was on it for a while. Martha Dowse was on it for a while. Marge Hazelett was a part of it for a while. Sean was a part of it for a while. But the core members who started it with me were Mary Ann Michaels and Charlie Evers, and they took it to television with me for years. And then Mary Ann retired, and Charlie went on to the great beyond, and you and Carrington came about. Now, who are you going to get to replace me when I retire or depart?
I don't know. I guess we're going to have to find out at some point.
Yep. Maybe Mary Ann will be available.
Maybe.
Check with Mary Ann.
See if I can get her back in.
See if we can get her back into doing her thing. So this is what's going on during the holidays here. Now, did we talk about the singing on Fruitcake Night or the chestnuts?
We did not know. So, on Fruitcake Night, there will be, we will be singing songs. I guess Claxton and Fruity C will be singing songs.
That's basically what you guys do, is sing during the holidays. Sing out.
That's fun.
Yeah, I think so.
And then there will also be chestnuts. So, like, it'll be like Buckeyes, except Buckeyes aren't very Christmassy, so we call them chestnuts.
Now, there could be... You know, we really should sing Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire that night, because we're giving away chestnuts.
I don't know that song.
You have till the 14th to learn.
I think they gotta listen to it.
It's not difficult. We have it written. We sing it here at the station quite a bit. Because it's the Christmas song, is the title of it.
The Christmas song?
Yeah. Mel Torme wrote that song in like an hour. And it's become a holiday standard. Excited?
You know, I guess.
Now,
Singing's not my thing.
we should also mention that an Ohio landmark up in Cleveland this year turns, well, I don't know if it turns 40, but the movie turns 40. A Christmas Story, which people watch every year with the Red Ryder BB gun and Little Ralphie and all that, turns 40 years old this year. The movie was released 40 years ago on November the 18th, and the Christmas Story house is up in Cleveland.
Nice. I don't think I've ever watched the entirety of the Christmas movie.
You know, it's not my favorite, but because it's in Ohio, I, make it a point to know about it.
Don't they have, like, a Christmas movie marathons?
Oh, yeah, A Christmas Story?
That's the one.
Yeah, they loved it. It became a very popular movie, and I've interviewed people from that movie, and they have told me that it was not popular when it came out. It was not a hit when it came out.
I mean, from what I've seen of the movie, it's okay.
A lot of Christmas movies are like that. They were not big when they were in the theater, but after years they became... It's a Wonderful Life, which people love, was not a big hit when it was in the theaters.
I don't think I've ever heard of that one.
Well, most people have pattern things after It's a Wonderful Life, where basically you wish you had never been born, and an angel comes and shows you what life would have been like if you never would have been born, and then you want to be born.
Sounds familiar, roughly. I don't know. I don't know that I've ever watched the movie, but I'm sure I've heard of it.
There's only one cast member left of that movie, little Zuzu, the little girl, in the final scene, who's in Jimmy Stewart's arms. And she says, "Daddy, do you hear the bells?" or something like that.
Oh, that movie?
Yes.
I see.
That's It's a Wonderful Life.
Never watched it. I just know the clip because it's in a lot of, like
God.
Family Guy even did a little thing about it.
But do you know little Zuzu?
No.
No, the little girl.
Well, I mean, I know her from that clip, but I don't
I've interviewed her.
Nice.
Now, this will impress you. What's your favorite Christmas song?
My favorite Christmas song? I don't know. That's a hard one. They're all so basically the same thing.
No. I don't think they are.
I don't know if it counts as a Christmas song because I've been told it doesn't, but I like Mary Did You Know?
A religious song. Oh my Lord in heaven.
That's a good song.
Somewhere hell just froze over. You ought to tell this to our friend at work who thinks you are anti-everything religion. Because your favorite Christmas tune is Mary Did You Know?
It's a
He'll have a massive heart attack right there on the floor.
And I wouldn't doubt it, honestly.
Why is that not a Christmas song? I think it's a Christmas song.
I'm not sure. I was just told it wasn't a Christmas song.
Who told you this?
I've had like 2 or 3 people tell me.
Okay, well, I thought you liked Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer.
That's a good song too.
I've interviewed the man who sang that.
Really?
Dr. Elmo.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's
In fact, there's a Christmas special that airs on WGH Talk during the Christmas season where I interviewed Dr. Elmo, who sang Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer, Brenda Lee, who did Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree, and Gayla Peavy, who did I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas as a little girl.
Nice.
So they're all airing on WGH Talk right now. Catch them. Or go to the archives.
You know they made a movie for Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer, right?
Yes, and there's a music video as well with Dr. Elmo.
Really? I did not know this.
It's all fascinating.
it's a good. I mean, it's a good song.
Well, it's the holidays, and people are a little nicer at the holidays. Now, my favorite holiday movie is a movie called Scrooged with Bill Murray, where they take It's a Christmas Carol. You don't have no idea what it is, do you?
Nope.
I didn't think you did. Do you know who Bill Murray is?
I do know who Bill Murray is.
You go watch Scrooge. What they do is they take It's a Christmas Carol and they update it. Scrooge and the Ghost of Christmas Past, Present, and Future. But Bill Murray is a television broadcast executive who's kind of evil. And it's a great movie. But it's basically a Christmas Carol.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's my favorite. And I also like, oddly enough, because I was not a big fan of the Ernest movies, but Ernest Saves Christmas is a good movie.
I like a lot of Ernest movies. My grandma showed them to me. I like I think.
Have you seen Ernest Saves Christmas?
I have.
What do you make of that? I think that's a wonderful film.
I agree. I think it's one of the better ones of the series. Personally, my favorite is
Well, they spent more money on that one. That was when Ernest still had some money.
Like Ernest Scared to Death or whatever.
Scared Stupid.
Yeah, Scared Stupid. That's the one. It was such a good movie.
Well, that was at the Halloween time.
Yeah.
Ernest did the holidays. Ernest knew how to capitalize.
Is that all he did was make holiday movies?
No. Ernest Goes to Camp was his first movie, and that made a lot of money. And then he did.
And then they said, "Man."
They said we got to do some things here. And then, of course, what is better to capitalize on than Christmas? So they did Ernest Saves Christmas, and that made a lot of money. And then they did Ernest Goes to Jail, and that made a lot of money. Then they did Ernest Scared Stupid, and that didn't make a lot of money. So then he was like straight to video cassette. All his other movies were just low budget, straight to video cassette.
Man.
But the 4 that got released in the theater, if you watch them, and you can tell they're bigger budget movies, were Ernest Goes to Camp, Ernest Saves Christmas, Ernest Goes to Jail, and Ernest Scared Stupid. But Scared Stupid did not do well.
Really? I like Scared Stupid.
I think by that they were tired of Ernest after 4 of those. They got it.
I don't know how. It's funny.
Well, it wasn't as good a plot. As you said, the Christmas movie is probably much better than Scared Stupid.
Yeah.
You can tell they had a better budget.
For the Christmas one?
Yeah. I mean, it snows, and it's a funny movie. The whole do you know the plot line of Ernest Christmas?
It's been a long time since I've seen it.
Basically, Santa Claus, the real Santa Claus, comes to town and needs to find another Santa Claus because he's getting old. And Ernest helps him. And hilarity ensues.
Oh, is this the one where at the beginning of the movie he gives Santa like an Uber ride or whatever you want to call it?
He's a taxi driver.
And then he's just like, you know what? It's Christmas time. You got that, and then he got fired.
He got fired. He got fired for giving Santa a free lift. Isn't that just holidays for
That's
you?
good. It was good.
It's a fabulous movie. So check out Ernest Saves Christmas and Scrooged with Bill Murray. You have to make it a point to watch that now this holiday season. What else you got to do?
I don't know.
At 3 in the morning when you're up.
If I'm up at 3 in the morning, I'm probably playing video games.
No, during the holidays you got to watch Christmas movies.
I don't watch movies. It just I can't.
Do you not see the trees and
I just can't
the ornaments
myself
and
to sit down for like 2.5 hours and just stare at a screen and pay attention to this movie? That sounds like such a waste of my time.
Don't you think people are nicer at Christmas?
I think they try to be nicer at Christmas, but I think that's also why they're stressed out, because I think they're lying to themselves. They're not being them. They're like, oh, it's Christmas. We gotta be good mood. Only nobody's sad on Christmas, but that's just not the truth.
You know, I think people, I hear there are more breakups and marriages end at Christmas than any other time of the year. Also, a lot of proposals happen on Christmas Eve.
I think if I was gonna break up with somebody, I would do it before Christmas too. That way you ain't gotta give them all the gifts and then just dump them at the end anyway.
Yeah, but see, once you get into the Christmas season, if you break up or dump them, then it looks like you're dumping them, so you don't have to give them a gift.
No, I mean
that's why a lot of people.
That's true. Why would I?
Well, that's why people stick it out.
If I didn't want to date him anymore, why would I want to give him the gifts? Just get them gone now. Save me some money. Save me some.
Well, but you shouldn't do that. I mean, that's the wrong time of year to be doing that.
I don't think that it's just. Is it really? It's just a time of year.
Yeah, but you look bad because it looks like you're getting rid of them because you don't want to buy them a gift. Like you would stay with them.
No, see, if I didn't want to get him a gift, I would just not buy him anything.
Yeah, but that's what it looks like. Optics, perception is what it is.
I think it would only look like that if I broke up with them before Christmas, and then after Christmas it was like, hey man, I regret my choices.
I don't know. People get family pictures done at Christmas. I particularly don't like to see people's families at Christmas because I just don't care. I mean, really, send them to yourself because I don't care what you look like.
What about like Christmas cards? You like Christmas cards?
Yeah, well, yes, because
they're just a picture of people's family.
No,
on a card
no.
that says on the back, Merry
I like
Christmas
people who
ex-family.
No. I want something written in the Christmas card.
Yeah, every Christmas, like, I wouldn't say every, but like the majority of Christmas cards I get, it's just a picture of the family, and on the back it'll say like Merry Christmas from whoever.
Listen, here at WGH, by the way, I should do this. Every year we do the Great Christmas Card Exchange. If you send us a Christmas card, 685 Delaware Avenue, WGH Talk, Suite 1A, we will get that Christmas card. If you put your return address in there, we will send you a Christmas card back. And it's a specialized Christmas card.
Nice.
Now it's 1A. 1A. So, 110A. Okay, so the address is, if it doesn't confuse people, nothing will. It's WGH Talk, 685 Delaware Avenue, 110A, and put your return address in there. We'll send you a card back, and we'll hang your card up in the studio, and we'll read it on the air.
I mean, that's good. I mean, that's a fair trade-off.
Now, it's interesting because we have specialized Christmas cards, but some of the people on the Christmas card are no longer at this station. So this year we'll have to take the black pen and, like, X them out.
Just do a cross them out?
Cross them out. No longer here. They don't wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. They no longer do. They're off doing other things. So that's the way that goes.
Yeah.
You know? Everything comes to an end, as they say.
You win some, you lose some.
So, run down again what's going on. We got so much going on during the holidays.
So, starting on the 25th, we'll have a stretch of events going on. So, the 25th, there will be of November in the
Founders Park.
In Founders Park, we will have a Christmas tree lighting. Former Mayor Jack Kellogg will be there to light the tree. Scott will be there reading "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." Me and Carrington will be there singing. Santa Claus will be there on a sleigh.
I'll be announcing the parade.
Scott will also be announcing the parade that takes place before the tree lighting.
Starting at 6.
I'm probably forgetting something, but there will be a woman from downtown Marion who speaks at the event too. I do believe that's about it for the Marion event.
That's it.
And then on the 9th of December in Caledonia, we'll be doing Christmas in the Village. And then on Christmas in the Village will be roughly the same thing, but Jack Kellogg will not be there. So it will be Scott reading "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," Carrington and me singing.
6:15 p.m.
At 6:15, Santa Claus will be there. I do believe the Grinch will be there. It'll be good. It'll be full.
Then, the big event.
And then, at the very end,
the Christmas Olympics.
To top off everything, we have the fruitcake toss. And there are already a lot of people in the fruitcake toss.
December 14th, 7 p.m. And that night, they'll be singing Chestnuts for the audience, and Mayor Jack Kellogg will get presented with the Upper Crust Society Award.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Those are the
I'm
promos
excited
for the holidays. Well, what are you hoping for this holiday season with about a minute and a half left?
I'm hoping that more people accept less gifts and that they don't get upset when they don't get a gift for somebody that they got a gift for. That's not what Christmas is about. Christmas is about giving gifts, not receiving them.
Well, that's very nice. Yes. And what I hope this year is that everybody who was nasty in the past year gets a fruitcake for Christmas. And I hope you just chew on that for the new year. How about that? Well, this has been a great episode with Claxton the Elf, and there'll be more Christmas episodes during the holiday season. Carrington will return for UDC, and we'll tell you about all these events. Go to YouTube, watch them, or WGH Talk. It is amazing what can happen around here. On the count of 3, let's give them a Merry Christmas, Claxton. 1, 2, 3.
Merry Christmas.
And for this episode of Scott Spears Now, for Claxton the Elf, Matt Morgan, Scott Spears, heading for the dugout.